Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Moonlighter. This is episode 3, still going through a lot of the tutorial stuff, but we're almost to the point where we have full freedom to do whatever we want. So in the last episode we did a little tutorial over the store and how to run it in a more efficient manner. I don't know if it's the most efficient way, but that's the way I do it and it works out pretty good. As you can see, we made a lot of money. So today we're going to go over here and then we're going to invest in a town. And we're going to get ourselves a forge. So let's get this. Only costs 500 gold. Pocket change now that I've made so much from the last episode. So we'll put this forge together and take a look at what we can do with it. And we'll also go over the other one as well. I think the wooden hut. So let's go over there and talk to this guy. See what he's got for us. Forge Master Extraordinaire. Excellent. We'll be putting this guy to good work. Okay, so you have 6 tabs. You have armor, which goes through all of the types of armor. There's head armor, chest armor, and leg armor. And there's 3 types of armor. There's fabric, there's iron, and then there's steel. So fabric armors will give you 30 health. I have 100 baseline, so it increases by 30%. And then it increases your movement speed by 8. So that's pretty cool, yeah? Iron armor will give you more health, but won't give you that move speed increase. And then steel armor will give you even more health, but it'll decrease your move speed. So you kind of have to pick and choose what you want. So if you want more speed but less health, maybe you go for that. Maybe you want more health, but then your speed is lower. You kind of just have to pick and choose and try to figure out what you want. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I probably will go for fabric, but this is a harder level difficulty, so I may just do the iron just for the more resistances, the more health. But we'll see how it goes. It's the same for the chest armor, and it's the same for the leg armor. There's the fabric, the iron, and the steel. So then next up we have the weapons. There's sword and shield, which we have now. There's a big sword, or a great sword. There's spears. There's gloves, like boxing gloves, punching weapon. And then there's a bow. Bows and arrows. So you have lots of different options in terms of weapons you can use. I'm not really sure which one I want. I think I'm going to go with gloves, because I played a lot of Sword and Shield on my first playthrough of the game. So I'm going to do gloves and try them out for fun. So I'm going to try to get the training gloves. That'll be kind of the goal for the next couple episodes, is to get that. And now let's go to investments and let's get the wooden hut. The wooden hat. And then we can see what we get from this. Excellent. Let's head over there. Okay, so we can do potions and enchantments. So in potions, we have these here. You've got... We can only buy these level 1 potions, level 1 HP potion. It either costs 400 gold or it costs 125. So if it costs... The difference is basically those items. So this will cost almost a third, basically a third of the price, but you need to use an item that we don't know of to buy it with. So once we get more of these, that'll be a lot cheaper, or we could buy it for 400. But we already have what we need in terms of that. We already have 6 or 7 potions, so we don't need to worry about it. And then enchantments. So yeah, we have a sword and shield. We don't have any armor yet, but we can enhance them with a crystal or something, and then 1,000 gold. You can see on the bottom right there. It'll increase its damage by 7, which is like 30% again to damage increase, and that's pretty nice. But we're not going to be using the sword and shield, we'll be using the glove. If you want to comment and give me a suggestion on what kind of weapon you want me to use, I'll gladly use any kind of weapons you guys want. But for now, I'll just go with the gloves. But I don't really want to enhance this weapon, and I can't because I don't have enough of the required materials. So once we run out of potions, this will be more important, but until then I've got 5 potions, which is plenty for now. And I don't have enough gold or items to use the forge, so we're just have to go to the dungeon and get some items. Because you can see here, I opened up the little chest and there is nothing here. I've got just potions, just 2 potions. That's it. There's nothing. So we gotta go to the dungeon and we gotta find some goodies. So let's head over there right now. So for the start here, I really like grinding and playing through games thoroughly. So I'm probably gonna stick with that first level. There's 3 levels to each dungeon. On the 3rd level is where you fight the main boss battle for that dungeon. So there's 3 there. So this first level out of 3, I want to try to get as many items as I can. And there's a lot of different monsters. Ow. Ow, these guys hurt. I'm so weak. So, okay, these little slimes, they're really easy. They take 1 hit to kill. But there's always a lot of them. So you have to kind of take your time and kill them. Because I lost half my health just like that. These guys are annoying too. They fly around with items. And if you walk into them, they'll do damage. But as long as you don't touch them, you won't get damaged. So once they're kind of just floating around, it's pretty easy to kill them. But look at that, my health, just like that, gone instantly. So I think that's the very hard difficulty. That you take a lot more damage. Ow, 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 I'm dead. I'm dead. Run away. Okay, I'm gonna pop the potion here. You gotta do some guerrilla warfare to kill these guys. Ouch. These guys do a lot of damage, man. Oof, pop another potion. Alright. Only 2 rooms down and I already had to pop 2 potions. That's not good. Wait for them to change direction. Alright, let's take care of these guys first. So you always want to take care of the ones that move before you take out the immobile ones. Because this guy won't move, and he can't hit me when I'm at an angle. So, just like I mentioned earlier in a later episode, with those guys really easy. You just gotta change your direction after they start shooting one way. Open up a chest, fabric, and foundry rests. So, there's these little things called curses on these items that are in chests. They have a chance of having them. So, there's these 2 curses on each item. This one has 2 vertical lines. These 2 have lines on the other side. So this curse means that the artifact can only be placed at the top or bottom of the bag. And this other artifact means it can only be placed on the right or left side of the bag in your inventory. So when you have a lot of items, it gets kind of jumbled up and it's sometimes hard to see like where items can go. So you have to play a little Tetris sometimes. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to walk in a little circle here to try to group up the mobs to get them in the same place. And then I'll hopefully be able to hit them at once. Again, guerrilla warfare is your friend. You don't want to take any damage if possible. The grass ones are pretty easy too. They won't do any damage unless you run into them. And these guys are a little bit harder. Yep, again, pretty simple. Just block attacks. Ancient pot and more fabric. Add it to my inventory. I'm gonna pop another potion just to be safe. Wait for them to stack up and I can kill them both in one attack. You just want to be very, very safe. Okay, so you saw that skeleton? I just broke the skeleton and it dropped an item. And I'll look at that item in a minute. So if you see skeletons on the floor, you want to... Oh, no. Ouch. That was a mistake. If you see skeletons on the floor, they have a chance of dropping items. In this case, they dropped a training short sword, which is exactly what I have equipped right now. So I just got another weapon for free, which is pretty cool. I can sell it when those merchants come in that only buy weapons and armor, and I can just make a little more money. Okay, this one shouldn't be too bad. There's kind of different levels of difficulty with these, because these guys aren't too hard. Pretty easy, just a little 3-strike when they're not looking. and I can just kill them on the side. But when they're mixed in with others, they get a little more difficult. So you can see that one took more hits to kill. That was a higher level monster. You can see levels of a monster on the top left. It's a white dot. So these guys are all level 1 because there's only one little white dot on the left side of them. You have level 2 ones, I think they're kind of a reddish color. No. Grab the chests, broken sword and fabric, more goodies. So let's see if we can find a level 2 monster here. Okay, so this is a little pool. It'll heal you your health whenever you find them in the dungeon. And it also indicates that there's a boss battle. So that next room is a boss battle. So I'm going to go back. Let me look at my map here. So there's one more section of the dungeon I haven't adventured yet. And that's this top section. Okay, so there's nothing here. So these areas happen every once in a while. And they have little books that just read lore. I'm not too interested in lore personally. If you want me to read these books, let me know with a comment and I'll read through all of them that I find. But I'm not too interested in the books or the lore because I'm more of a gameplay. Okay, so you notice when I came in through the room here, there's that little sparkle on the top right. So when there's little sparkles in the darkness, you want to jump down into the pit. And then, okay, nice. So there'll be this there's treasures down here. And there's a multitude of different kinds. So this treasure is a box. It's a very simple box. Any items I put into this box will instantly transport them all to my home in Moonlighter, right to the store. So let's say I want to put this sword and shield, and let's say I put it in here. It'll boop, and then it'll go into the chest over at my store in Moonlighter, which is pretty nice. I don't really need it because I'm actually to the end of this dungeon. I don't think I'm strong enough to beat the first boss. And even if I do beat the first boss, there's going to be... Okay, I'll try the first boss. But after the first boss, I'm just going to go back home anyway. Because I do not want to go to level 2 yet. Because I don't have any armor or weapons upgraded. So, yeah, let's give the boss a shot. So it's a Golem Warrior. Ooh. So he does an AoE attack. And he does a swing attack. So guerrilla warfare, guys. Just do 2 little attacks, run away. There we go. I didn't actually take any damage. Woo, that was pretty good. And look at all these items you get from killing the boss. Oh, that's so much money. So I think I'm gonna go home now because that's a lot of items right there. So I'm gonna press and hold B on the Xbox controller, 200 gold, and I'll pop right back home. So I got 3 chests, all of them wooden, and I killed 35 monsters. I used the pendant to get home. Excellent. That was really good. So let's head home, and I'll drop off all my items, and then I think I'll do it again. I mean, I want to get lots of items to sell, so I'm going to, let me drop everything off, and let's do it one more time. Let's clear that first dungeon area one more time. And then hopefully we'll have enough items to actually build some of the weapons. Or armor. Preferably I'd like the armor more than the weapons, because then I can have a little more protection and safety against these guys. So we'll go to this left dungeon again, and we'll do it one more time. But again, this is the aspect I like. I like going to the dungeon, I like beating all the monsters, adventuring around, finding lots of items, and then being able to sell them. So those claws, one little trick to fighting them is if an item is dropped, they'll go to pick up the item. They'll go to pick up the item, and then they won't focus you. They'll focus on picking up that item. And during that time, you can attack them quickly. One thing you have to remember with the sword and shield, if you block too many consecutive hits, they'll knock you backwards, and you will still take damage. So you have to be careful. You can't just block all the hits at once. Okay, so we got some new curses here, because this is a silver chest. See this one? There's little silver ends on it, so it's a higher level chest. So there's different levels here. So we got some new curses. So these two on the bottom here, they're mystery mark curses. So I won't know what's in these items until the end of the dungeon when I leave. And then it'll unmask them and I'll see what I got. And then this one is a destroy curse. So it'll destroy one artifact in the direction shown upon returning to town. So if I had this item here, you see that red box on the iron bar. When I go back home via the pendant, and this was still in this position, these items would be destroyed. So I don't want that. So they come in all directions. So for items like this, I want to put them at the very, very top or into a corner so that there's no item that it can destroy. So there's no red box. Nothing will be destroyed when I go back home. So it's kind of important that you pay attention to that because you don't want to lose items for free. Okay, so we picked up something. Ow. They do a lot of damage though. Ouch. Ah, it's so hard. Okay, push it, push it. Sometimes they like go in circles, you know, dodging in small circles, and it's sometimes very, very difficult to I fell down. That's okay. Okay, so these little slimes, they're really annoying. They just like jump on you like a parasite, and then they'll hold you still. And during that time, other monsters can still attack you. So if you're not careful and you're surrounded by lots of those little slimes, they can pretty much one-shot you. So you have to be very, very careful. Oh, I see sparkles. I see sparkles. Okay. So let's see what's in the darkness. Okay, it's a book. These books are usually pretty good. It's a Golem History 1. So these will sell for a lot of money. You can see it's a level 3 item. Those other items I was selling before were level, 20. This is a level 3 item, so it's super, super good. So I'm going to pick up that item. I'm going to replace it for the iron bar in my personal storage just in case that I die. Flying Golem Egg. And this baby jelly egg. So these eggs, they're like little pets you can have in the game. I'll show you when we go back to the base. But I kind of want them. They're cute. They're collectible items. Okay, so that's one side done. Oh, I only have 18 health. If we run in here, there's lots of monsters. Okay, this one's easy. So I won't use a potion. I want to save my potions if I can, but I want to clear this dungeon. It's more effective to clear dungeons and then use the potions, because if you clear the dungeon and beat that boss battle, you can definitely easily make up the gold difference. So it costs, well, you saw the enchantments before. It costs about 100 gold. 120 gold and one item to build a potion. And then just one single item from the boss battle, once you kill it, will give you 100 gold. So it's definitely worth it. I'm going to pop a potion here just in case I make a mistake. Because I don't want to die and lose all my items. And one hit from this guy would kill me. He's a level 2 monster too. You can see that double dot on the top left. Okay, this one's not too bad. Yeah, I think so. For those guys, you just want to attack them once. They'll get knocked back just a little bit, and then you just walk slowly away. And these guys just want to get an angle. Not too bad. What's this one? Okay, just lore. Let's go down here. Okay, that's the second area cleared. So this right area will probably have the boss battle somewhere. Okay. So these whirly guys, you can't do damage to them unless they're stunned. And the only way to stun them is if they run into a wall or if you use your shield. I'm gonna pop another potion just to be careful. And then these guys, you can't do damage to them until they throw down their fist. So you either need to block or dodge and then attack them while they're down. Run away, run away. See how I picked up an item? It kind of lost focus. It wasn't aggressive towards me. It was just kind of walking around. The little grabber nabber thing. So that's why you want to kill something else. Hopefully it drops an item and get those grabber nabbers to pick up something. And I got a wooden chest here. Fabric and runes. Okay, so my box is full. My box is full. These 3 fabrics are worth 250 gold each, I think. So I want those instead of vines. So I'm just gonna take these 3. No, the roots. I'm gonna take those 2 roots and then bring in these. And I gotta do a little jumbling around because they have a curse on it. So I'd rather have those 3 fabrics that sell for 200 than these 2 roots that sell for 5 each. So I traded in, you know, 3 fabric for 600 plus gold, and then I lost 10 in the process. So that's a worthy transaction. Okay, I'm out of potions. Okay, good. So here's the boss battle. Heal up all the way. Let me go check out that last room. Okay, this one's not hard. So even with your shield up, you still get nommed by those guys. Good. Enhancement crystal. Okay, so how's the last room? So as you can see, the entire place is adventured. So let's go to the boss battle. Kill him one last time. So that AoE attack is the hardest one. You want to make sure you avoid that one. I assume it does a lot of damage. I haven't been hit yet. Okay, yeah, but so we used a lot of potions there. But each one of these items sell for 100 plus gold. So those cores will sell for 100 each. Okay, so I gotta make a decision here. So what items can I get rid of? So 3 of these. I want to dispose of them. Grab, hold, stack. I don't want these in my inventory. How do I get rid of them? I don't know how to get rid of them. I want these other items. They're worth more money. I guess I can't. Is there no way to dispose of them? Like trash them? I guess not. Oh, that's okay. Well, I just lose out a little bit, but that's okay. I'll deal with it. I can be back. Oh, I just realized I could have gone to a chest and then dropped off items. It's okay. Alright, so I killed 44 monsters, opened up 2 chests, and got lots of items. Excellent. So those 2 eggs that I was talking about before, they go inside this little pen, and then eventually they'll turn into cute little monsters that I can have follow me around. So there's a flying golem, and then there's a little golem baby slime. So we'll see when they hatch, see what they look like. Alright, let's put my items away. Put away all the goodies we got. Excellent. So that is a full inventory right there. So in the next episode, we'll sell all this good stuff, and we'll make tons of money. Tons of money. That's what I like to see. Alright, but that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks you all for watching. Comment, leave a like. Let me know if you want to see any changes or what you want to see. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.